And hi, welcome everyone to this video of OpenFOAM and how to use OpenFOAM with Visual Studio Code. Okay, so what I mean here is, you have OpenFOAM. You want to look at their C++ source code. Where did I put it? Yeah, you want to look at the C++ source code. Unfortunately, the C++ source code is a little bit, it doesn't really work well with the LSP, Language Server Protocols. What is a LSP? If you actually look in, let's say, the source, right here, you go and open any one of those C++ files, right? I'm going to open NeoVim. I'm going to open one random C++ file. Let's see this OpenFOAM thing here. And then I'm just going to open maybe something like matrices. LDU matrix. I'll just open one of these. Yeah. Now, we do not. Well, the autocomplete and the language server protocol doesn't really work well with this because it uses wmake, right? Not the standard G++. I mean, it does use G++ under the hood somewhere. When you compile OpenFOAM, you do use G++, but it's a very special environment that doesn't play well with the standard language server protocols. So for example, clang-d, C++ lint in NeoVim, it will not work properly out of the box. So the standard instructions are to use, for the autocomplete, for the go to definition, all this to work, you have to follow this page. It says how to use OpenFOAM with Visual Studio Code. Now this is supposed to make all the language server protocol LSP stuff work, okay, but you gotta see whether you gotta see whether this actually works okay, because now what am I saying? I'm talking over the place. This thing works for OpenFOAM 8, OpenFOAM 7, the OpenFOAM.org version. I'm taking a look to see whether it works on openfoam.com. So this is a I'm recording live, so this is something I'm trying. So first thing first, VS Code is installed. Okay, I have VS Code here. So code, yeah, it will open up VS Code. Okay, code. Okay, permission denied. Oh. Code. There he goes. Right. I was using another user, that's why. Okay. So this is the code. Yes, trust authors. Just trust the authors. Yeah, this is the OpenFOAM source code. And again, if you look here, the language server protocol doesn't really work out of the box. Okay, so now I didn't install the LSP stuff here just yet, so it's not going to really show up any of these things. But I cannot do anything like go to definition or stuff like that. Yeah, I can't go. I don't have a refactoring or all of these things. So that's my least VS Code is installed. Next thing I need to install is ccls. ccls is in the Arch repositories. So I'm gonna do sudo pacman as ccls. Do something similar for Ubuntu. Okay, just gonna install it. Okay, next is to install the ccls code extension. So I'm gonna do open VS Code here. And I'm going to look for ccls. ccls. Okay, where is ccls? Okay, we have a lot of C language servers, but I'm looking only for ccls. Where is ccls? There's just too many here. There you go. ccls project. Okay, I think this is the one because it does say ccls after all. yeah, the ccls code extension. I'm gonna, yes, this if you're not sure, I guess using this with a quick open will work, meaning to say use it in the command bar. Okay, hold on. Oh, quick open is a control P. All right, control P, and extension project install ccls. So this is the right one. So VS Code ccls is installed. That's great. Next thing is to install Bear. I think I might have already installed Bear. But just to make sure, sudo pacman as Bear. I do have it installed. I can just reinstall it. That's good. Next is to rebuild OpenFOAM and all custom libraries and pass the with Bear option. Okay. Right. So that will be, we look at the OpenFOAM, there's this all wmake command. You're supposed to do all wmake. Okay, this one is for parallelism. I use J8 and stuff like that. And then I'm supposed to do with Bear. And then type it like that. Okay, it says with Bear option. So if everything is installed correctly, you should be able to do it. Unfortunately, it's not located in the WM project directory, so I forgot to source the etc file. So I need to source the etc bashrc file before starting. Then I can run all wmake. Okay, so this is now recompiling OpenFOAM. Unfortunately, the thing, I have a lot of permission denied here. Okay, this is because I think the folder is not belonging to me. It's belonging to the guest user. So this one should not be part of it. Sudo chown the current folder to me. Do it recursively, and I just do lsal. It now belongs to me. So now I should be able to do the all wmake command. Okay, so good. It's now working. I shall just have to wait like 1 hour. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but yeah. So as you can see, G++ is being used under the hood. But yeah, this is what you need to do OpenFOAM. Now, I did not install OpenFOAM from the Arch user repository. This is just specifically for Arch. Okay, I did not install OpenFOAM, or at least this version of OpenFOAM was not installed from the Arch repository. I did a clean git clone from the actual OpenFOAM repository. So what do I mean? Okay, so I'm going to search OpenFOAM in the Arch user repository. I go to OpenFOAM-com. So this is the ESI version. Okay, and what's the upstream URL? Is this one. Okay, they have a GitLab. Okay, so the way to make this work is that I will install all of these dependencies separately. Boost, cgal, fftw, gcc, openmpi, paraview, parametis, scotch, and utf8c++. All of these are installed. Okay, do note that parametis and scotch, they are from the AUR. Those scotch nowadays, there's a little bit of a bug with this version, so I kind of used an older version. Yeah, it got stuck with test46, but I have it installed. I have it installed, an older version, so it sort of does still work. Paru SS Scotch. Yeah. So this is the version I have installed, 7.03-2. But that's just a detail for Arch users. Now, let me go to OpenFOAM GitLab. That's where you will find it. Development, yes. Here's where is the develop.openfoam.com. This is the GitLab repository, licensed again under GNU GPL3. Let me just switch off. Okay. Okay, so this is the OpenFOAM trademark. This is, yes, just so you know, it's ESI group. You look at the trademark, it is belonging to the ESI group and OpenFOAM Foundation. Okay, so the way you tell the ESI version is that it uses the, instead of version 7, version 8, version 9, version 10, and so on, it uses the version 2306. What does 2306 mean? It means 2023 June release. 6 as in the month 6. The 6th month. Yeah, 6th. Never mind. Month number 6 is June. My pronunciation is just not cooperating with me today. 6th month of June. So 2306 means 2023 June release. 2312 is 2023 December release. So that is OpenFOAM. Clone this Git repository. I assume you know how to do it. I'm not going to go into that. Okay. And then you go and do other stuff. Okay. So if WMake is working correctly, you should be able to see this. And then this is what you should see. You should not have very verbose output, or rather not have many errors. Verbose output is fine. No FFTW. Okay, that's funny. Pacman SS FFTW. Yeah, I do have it installed. Discrete Fourier transform. Okay, I don't know why this is being skipped. Okay, but never mind. I shall pause. Fast forward the recording. Alright, and done compiling. Though I think we didn't fully compile things because I mean I compiled things before. Alright, I compiled things before, so let me just remove this one. OpenFOAM code workspace. That was me testing the thing when I was compiling. But if everything goes well, I should be able to do tutorials, and then I go to incompressible, I go foam. Let me go and do the elbow, and I can do an all run. Okay, so things seem to look okay, and I can do a bet log.icofoam, and yeah, things do seem to work very nicely. Then I can just do all clean, and then I'll clean everything up. Let me. Okay, so where was I? Yes, I just wanted to verify that OpenFOAM was correctly installed. Now it's working. So here's where the good stuff is. Okay, go to the binary folder and go to tools. Okay, you'll see this thing called VS Code settings here. This is a script that will help you generate a VS Code settings file, and this is the output. Okay, and all these things are what you will need to copy into VS Code in order to make the language server protocol, or LSP, work. Okay, so go to binary, tools, VS Code settings. Okay, and according to the instructions, where's the instructions? Here. Right. According to the instructions here, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, go to the VS Code settings. Okay, this is the VS Code settings file that you're supposed to play around with. Let me turn off the dark reader, and the color scheme is just not cooperating today. I apologize. Pardon me for that. But yes, the VS Code settings is here, and it will running this script will print out some lines of code, which you can move to the you can print an output file called openfoam.code-workspace. Right, openfoam.code-workspace. So that is what we do here. openfoam.code-workspace. Okay, and if you open the workspace file, this is what you should be able to see, which is very similar in output to here. make sure you set the environment. That is the sourcing of the etc bash rc file. Okay, if you have error, make sure you do the source etc bash rc. So this is what you need to do. I've already done that since I ran the tutorial file and verified that OpenFOAM is installed correctly. And for that to happen, I needed to have sourced the bash rc in the first place. Now in VS Code, open workspace and select the OpenFOAM code workspace file generated in the previous step. Okay, so all right, and this is what it's supposed to look like. You know that after doing the steps above, go to definition or similar features will only work after ccls has finished generating its cache. So I'm going to open VS Code here. Let me close the previous instance of VS Code and I'm opening VS Code again. I'll run it in the background, so it's the ampersand sign. All right, so this is the OpenFOAM file, or rather, okay, let me close this. I wanted to open in the correct folder. So code, use the dot to indicate I'm opening in this folder right here, just to be sure. Okay, I'm going to close the source and I'm going to open the OpenFOAM code workspace file. And there's this open workspace here, which seemingly is able to do the whole workspace thing, workspace configuration thing. So so if everything goes right, then the language server protocol going to definition, all of these things, this is supposed to work. So credits to Mr. Weissman here. I think that's the name. If I messed up your name, I apologize, but yeah. Here's what's supposed to happen. Okay, and it says what? Go to definition or other similar features will work after ccls has finished generating its cache. What does it mean? It means that basically it means that yes, the ccls language server, the ccls language server that is supposed to go and familiarize itself with the OpenFOAM directory and file. Okay, and this process can take a while. See if there's a ccls process that heavily uses the CPU. So I'm going to open the task manager equivalent, which is btop, and let's see whether there's a ccls program right here. So I'm going to filter ccls. Well, that's not really running, so maybe it's finished, I do not know, or maybe the thing is just not working properly. Let's take a look. Okay, so I'm going to open a source and I'm going to open a random thing, well, not so random, algorithms and OpenFOAM, or maybe matrices. Matrices is important, so let's LDU matrix. I'm going to open this up and hopefully this thing works. And let me check the extensions. The ccls thing is working. Let me open the matrices.c. So let's see whether go to definition works. Okay, apparently now it does. Yes, it does work. Wow, this is very good. So you can see that the ccls is working beautifully in VS Code. I can go to definition, and this will be the foam, namespace foam, go to definition. Yeah, see, LSP's protocol, LSP seems to work well. Okay, I have my Vim key bindings as usual. So that's great, very good. So yeah, VS Code, seemingly it works pretty well now with OpenFOAM. So, oh good, the ESI version works, everything works well, so I think that's a mission success. Yeah, hope this was helpful in getting you to understand a little bit of how this works. Yeah, you can see there's an indexing process that's going on here at the bottom, the VS Code. So that probably means it's as it mentions indexing. indexing the whole of OpenFOAM. So probably the indexing doesn't come until you open up a C file and try to go to definition. Let me open btop again, and you can see, yes, ccls is now running, and it's taking up about 1.2 gigs of memory. And look, it's using about 80% of my CPU, and it's making my computer really hot. So yeah, that's what you should expect. So I'm gonna let ccls run. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.